She'd send me the IPs. I would just watch their matches on GoTV because they were organized and it was good. Sapphire's awesome. But anyway, I think Cadian is like the personification of the hard grind in Counter-Strike. We'll see if it continues in this particular match. So far, so good for Heroic. 5 versus 2 in the pistol round in the first half of the first map of this series. CZ75 on Storm. Give him 1 kill. Acor's got that extra range with the P250. Frozen with a Glock now down to 1 HP. But maybe he can do something. The bomb hasn't been spotted on him, of course, because it's carried by Acor. And now dropped by Cadian, leaving Frozen with a lot to do and not much to do it. This would be such a low percentage clutch. 1 HP, 1 versus 4 in a pistol with a Glock. You can see him trying to show his gun there to bait some shots. He'll take 1 out, but
5 on 3. No nades have been done. It's from the opening of Acor here. Nice little scout shot on Borup. See if they can finalize here.
This is very dangerous. Oh, it's getting a lot worse too. It's not looking like they're going to have a good time with it. It's getting overwhelmed on the site now. Just Nico remaining, and there are many man to contend with here all around him. Just toying with him at this point. I think Frozen could have knifed him if he wanted, but there we go. Carrying wall, close it down, and
they didn't see the weapon switch though, so Nico is position unknown. Trigger discipline looking for 2. There's 1. A very nice second headshot. We got Frozen here as well. Could get even worse for them. Still not good though. 2 on 3. Frozen elevating to looking to connect up. And he lives in regret, or dies in regret rather. That leaves the Rops alone now.
That they're able to win this is going to be amazing for them on that CT side. Because look at their money now. They have upgrades as well. 3 weapons on the board that they just picked up.
Yeah, it used to be the case that if you weren't in the top 8, and even some of the teams in the top 8, you may not even be able to cobble together like a well-rounded game of Counter-Strike that's fundamentally sound.
It used to be very top-heavy, like the top 4. Yeah. It was always the same teams in semifinals. You know, you could always surprise, maybe hit playoffs and quarters, but then that game would always be like a 2-0.
Those players still have a place to go to become professionals with these skill sets.
I can't believe they're already down on bomb side here. Rops is just going absolutely mental. Gets to 2. Bomb goes down though, but Carrigan is still an upper. Did he just walk down lower? Like literally just 1 paw flash and then that was it? Welcome in.
Show some presence. Cadian needs to watch Tess's back though. Advantage in. There's a nice landing of a shot from Cadian. Molly, Rops has to be careful though. He's very low on health, looking for the elevated position. Ooh. 1 tap from Cadian as Rops was low. Second AWP if they want it. And man, I was talking about this earlier on. We even showed a video of it. I think it was originally made by God B to have that molly on the outside, force a CT4 to have 1 or 2 HEs down the ladder. All for the guaranteed kill. Mousesports trying to make this round viable. 3 on 3 at present, but the snipers are going to be up close and Acor with a quick scope. We'll take down Storm. Tessus and Nico now. Nico heading towards Old Bomb.
Oh, the timing.
Really great recovery so far for Mousesports if you consider how the start went there. Tessus nailing 1 in ladder, but here we go. Carrigan gets a backstab, and that might really just put Tessus at too much of a disadvantage. He'll creep out from Pop using the smoke. But they have a great sense as to his position, and although Carrigan goes down, now Tessus is out in the open, and Blimus will find him.
Oh, and this could be trouble.
This is going to be epic. Acor gonna get traded here, surely. Thing and a dong. More than 1 kill for Heroic. Carrigan barely alive. Great place, Molly. That's a bomb spotted as well. Limited rotation now for Mousesports. Heading towards Pop, but there are also flames. Got to be real careful. Just kissing the flames there. And there's another incendiary. Well, there was. Maybe a bit like on the mini-map. But there will be a smoke towards Ivy to try and give them a chance to plant the bomb. But Tessus is waiting kindly. Cadian just trying to run distraction as he looks to post up. Bombs dropped now. And Carrigan with 14 HP needs to take a decision here. Although it's been taken away by Tessus. And it is what it is.
They've been having so many problems with this. I mean, at least they're in a better state now than they were before. Nice. Oh my god, nice aggressive play from Nico. They go again. We can see, man, Heroic comes back again. I talk about Mousesports being a little bit too slow, and I know maybe that's their playstyle a little bit, but yeah, and same thing there. We kind of talk about timing and in the sense of like when do CTs rotate back so they have two guys in there, and you kind of do it after the first T smokes kind of fade that you throw outside, and that timing wasn't met. And obviously that's on purpose on Mousesports, but we see there again with Heroic playing 4 guys outside, it's just a straight brick wall for Mousesports. And then here as well, very late on the ladder take as well, right? Only being 2 members alive, and Nico still has a smoke, so.
Oh, have a look at this pilgrimage up Ivy very quick. Storm's got some sound cues at the very least. He's also picked a fake or down Ivy, and he's going to get shot from Carrigan. I think near main or something. Big flashbangs as well, but things still going Heroic space somewhat. Now it's down to a 2 versus 2. Carrigan looking to sweep. TeSeS waiting though, holding the angle. Got Nico looking to make a rotation. Maybe some sound cues from his teammate. They'll roughly know where one of these players is. There's Carrigan spotted by Hell, but TeSeS looking for that second player. Where is Rops? Unfortunately for him, he's only got a scout. There's a tag onto Nico. They know where he is now. Needs to try and avoid a double peek. However, his chances are taken away by TeSeS.
Heroic are in definitely hot water at the moment, but time is starting to play against Mousesports. They've got to speed things up. They've only got 20 seconds for a plant, and now they start to approach from team main, and the entry kill is there, but Storm could still ruin their chances.
Very nice smoke off the ladder from Carrigan. There will be a boost. Trying to find it well timed. Carrigan stands up. Will he be spotted by Storm? He will. A tag, but he's alive for now. The HP grenade goes in the wrong direction, but Borup can do what he can. Traded by Beamers, leaving Storm alone 1v2. Very tough spot for him. He has a defuse kit. Got to be careful about his barrel concealing his position. Has no idea where to look. See how he's swinging around. Trying to cover everything as best as possible. He's made some footsteps down. He needs to draw out one of these players. There's a grenade burst from Beamer. He eats a flashbang, and there's a little burst. He's run out of bullets. That will mean a peak. And 4 rounds for Mousesports at half time. Is it too little, too late? We'll find out after the break.
Any flashbang retakes or anything like that, like we're looking for headshots, and that's a good start from Frozen.
Oh, it's a huge start. Getting to pick up one player on the entry. Beautiful stuff. And Rops is on the bomb train too, and they aren't able to deal with him. Frozen's still doing damage. Eventually, Rops goes down to be able to get the bomb planted, but it's going to be tough for Katie to pull his gun out. No bullets remaining. Has to go for the reload. Somehow still alive, but that's been taken care of.
Man.
So,
what a nice round by Frozen. That's a 4 kill from him.
Well, here comes the push. Numbers game trying to just have a few that advance. Gressel will die unmarked graves on the battlefield. Well, Borup's picked up a Desert Eagle from one of his teammates. Some damage to be done here. Now, he could stay in his position and try and engage in some kind of 1 versus 1 down a tight channel. Bemus will oblige him and shoot him in the face.
Which means that Heroic is getting map control.
They've used pretty much all their utility as well, and these forward positions are starting to pay off as fights are forced. Acorn looking to try to create some kind of recovery. It's a great frag. He does have good anticipation. Even gets a dink on TeSeS, but importantly, TeSeS still lives. 4 versus 2 in favor of Heroic.
Oh, this is such a cheeky fake because he's just running, right? And he has the 1 smoke left, and he wasted inside to just fake. But I think Frozen here, as we pointed out. Oh, by Borup getting that kill, actually, that might be the round win for him. But I was going to say, Frozen, I feel like, actually knew what was happening.
Oh, there's 10 seconds on the clock. What the hell?
He wins that. Oh, no. I can't believe that happened. You didn't need to do the fake there that Heroic did. Like, the 1 smoke you have left, you want to use that to get the bomb down somewhere else. You had good positioning, but you used it instead to fake. And this is such a smart play from Frozen. You could argue, okay, Frozen, here's this.
Perhaps all of their utility just to get a site and... With that said, there's a lot of counter utility for Mousesports and not much time on the clock. So Mousesports are in a great position right now to defend this round, and you can see the desperation coming in. Heroic have to force the issue through the choke points, all of which are held. Frozen keeps fragging, and now the rest of his teammates.
Maybe not a rush, but they wanted to be quick by the time that they actually pulled off the execute. But they lost a member already, so 4 on 5. They're down on bomb site though. Haven't really spotted drops yet though. And here we go. Yep, looking to be another good hold from Mousesports. As I say that, Beamos doesn't get that kill on Staben.
Down he goes. 3 players alive for Mousesports. The gap is close to 1. Rob's trying to find something with the AWP. Still a man advantage for Mousesports. Exchange through the smoke, and Frozen gets the better of it. Storm, that surely should have been a kill there. Really missed some opportunities now, and there are none left for Heroic in this round as Mousesports will tie the score. 4 players alive.
And they do a setup. Yeah, I was going to say, they do look exactly what I was talking about, like the setup that they actually forced themselves into, but they do have a very quick round. So Mousesports, all 4 members still here on the outside. But it's a full-blown chaos. 3-on-2 now, down to favor of Mousesports.
That was a noble pre-fire attempt onto A-Core, but he was ready for it. Down to a 2-on-2 now. Borup managing to catch A-Core from Sandwich. Revenge is had. And that leaves Robson on 1 versus 2 with the AWP. Not sure where he is just yet, though. Having a look in that angle towards Olaf. We'll see if he has a flick in him as Cadian is threatening to peek from Ivy. Oh, Borup has to be real careful. Tagged, legged. Cadian doesn't have the angle for an instant trade. He hears Robs rotate, though, towards that A-bomb site. He knows he's tagged Borup. The pistol is out. Jumping off at the right time to start. That sound cue surely heard, but Cadian with the deagle from Old Bomb.
That T-main position is always really important for the TT side. So much info. And here comes the push. I think Mousesports know well and truly what's going on at this point. Nice defensive kill from Robs. That is huge. Even though he goes down, thinning out the numbers early on can be helpful. And does slow the approach for Heroic. And Frozen's timing on this flank is going to be immaculate here as he comes in. There's Cadian, has absolutely no idea. Another freebie is offered up to Frozen, leaving Tessus and Storm alone in this one. And they are isolated away from one another. And their chances are looking quite desperate here. Storm able to get Frozen at least. He's still alive, still looking for ways to save this, but it's really not really all that much for him to do.
With the fast death for Tessus. Early 5v4 for Mousesports. Good control of the A-bomb site despite the smoke grenades, but reinforcements are coming for Heroic, and they're going just as quickly with A-Core dropping Borup. Down he goes in the hands of Nico, the opening kill for Heroic. They've got a lot of work to be done here. Carrigan in the smoke will make things even worse. Bringing over towards Cadian. Stereo frags. Nico and Cadian going down, and things are getting more difficult for Heroic as we can see. Minutes on the clock in the 4v4. Tessus still above B. Just the AK, no grenades for him. And there's a fact-finding mission, but I was going to say it's poorly timed, but Frozen has the angle and Robs delivers as well. Things go from bad to worse for Heroic. Indeed, looked like a lock-in for this map in the first half, but it seems to be slipping away from them. Does he dare go through the smoke? What other options are there? Maybe to save for the next round?
Yeah, you save here, I think. I do think that they're probably going to be going for it, but this is a very risky situation. We know that Mousesports have 2 guys in there. And that's a shutdown. Yeah, I think Mousesports just playing a very good CT side right now.
Mousesports is set up so nicely here. Aggressive take outside. That's going to be the call here for Heroic. Storm able to trade onto Bemis. And they're getting some ground. This is looking better here now for Heroic.
It really is. They've got a man advantage for the time being, but when these smokes go, maybe variants will start. And there's Carrigan with a 2K, switches out for another weapon. Robs comes through as well as A-Core. And just like that, things change dramatically, and Mousesports turn it around in just a few seconds. Round of applause from Carrigan. That was quite a CT.
But maybe you could make the argument of, like, maybe you do that change of a map maybe like 1 or 2 years down the line. Pistol round is live, though. Heroic starting on that T side. It's a fast round, rush towards the B bomb site. Good hold so far. But it's not over yet. As I say that, though, makes it a 4-on-2. Smokes down, though. It's Cadian and Stavin alive. And they both go down. Mousesports continue their CT dominance on Vertigo Hero first round.
Oh, the timing.
Yeah, Bemis with like the right eye and distance advantage there against Storm. So it's good that Storm backed off. I don't think he would have won that fight. And 3 versus 3 now after that kill from Robs. Pretty well played from Robs, you know, to hold down that side of the map by himself. 20 seconds for the plant. Couple smokes remaining here for the CTs, so they have a lot to work with. to retake this. Oh, great pick off from Carrigan. He's going for it. A second kill found as well, making life very difficult now.
So they fought for it, but they left it, which was a little bit weird. Normally you fight for it, you leave at least one member there, and you can go back in mid and B and stuff like that to do fakes, but nice done from Mousesports, being a very aggressive.
That is an incredibly cheeky frag from Rops. And let's not forget how he started on Train. Despite it being a tough T-side, early on there were some sparks of brilliance and rabid aggression. Chain of pop flashes, bomb spotted and swatted. Down it goes. Previously in the hands of Borup. Tessus and Storm remain. There's a flank from Carrigan as well. Got a great sense for the game, Carrigan. Off angle from Carrigan, not holding the tight corner, but just off to the side.
I'm liking the confidence so far today from Carrigan. He's always had a lot of flair to his play.
That's what I was talking about. That little spot there you see there, like
very hard, isn't it?
Yeah, there's 10 damage being made. There's a little bit of gaps here and there, but very frustrating spot to start shooting at. I'm sure Carrigan was like, I don't know, he's either maybe low or like, why is he dying?
At some point, you just ignore the guy there if neither of you have an AWP and focus elsewhere. Just nod to each other. I suppose it's by design. I would imagine they probably made it more spammable, and it was just.
Is that they are a little bit closer to mid. We have Rops and CT spawn here as well, so they are contesting this. 3-on-3 though. B bomb site is the one that they want.
It's enough of the steel girder to allow BMAS to throw that smoke and peek afterwards, but won't get what he was looking for. Borup and Frozen remain now. Frozen elevated in that mid position. No grenades left for Borup. Quick peek goes, spots Frozen. Can't quite land the fatal connection, however. Cadian and Storm are very low. Very low, excuse me. Down 10 HP now, pushing forward. Point of no return. The trades will be 2 heroics advantage as Cadian looks for a flick. Falls away now, changes his angle. Acor's elevated, but not for long. Down he goes, leaving Rops in a 1 versus 3, trying to invite players. It's going to be an expensive round, and he could do with saving this AWP, but I'm not sure if he can get far away enough. He can't, because Borup will secure.
Deep's in a 4-on-3 now with, Heroic still having a lot of utility here. So I would still say this is still a pretty good spot. As I say that though, Heroic decides not to even flash clear any angles. So Rops is just getting 2 easy kills here.
He's changed his spot up now for what could be the final frag. Oh, he's shot the bag on the back, but he's not part of the hitbox. But BMAC will get the spray towards the end. That's one of the things about the, I don't know if either of you are familiar, but like the... Anyway, that's a topic for a different day. We've got a fast round from Horizon. They look for a third. BMAC in no man's land. 2 of them only good for 1, but Acor, that was such a fast kill from him. KG hits the ceiling. Rops trying to do what he can. This is absolute anarchy. Frozen makes his way through CT spawn. He's got support as well from Acor.
Oh, but the bomb
versus Sniper.
Oh man, such a nice play from Acor. I was gonna say from Heroic there.
Carrigan, the aggression continues. He's been creeping through the smoke, using all the bullets. Got Frozen for support as well. Carrigan goes down eventually. Running out of bullets as well will give Borup an invitation to get another kill and at least try and keep it close. 2 versus 3, make it 2. Nichols dropped on the A bomb site, flashes, swings from Bemis. We've got Storm trying to stay alive again. The backpack giving the position away, and then there's a swing from Borup, but Bemis is ready for it. A fast round, but it's double figures for Mousesports, 10-2 of Heroic.
Mousesports continues to be winning these close rounds. And more entries on the way for Mousesports. 5-on-3. It's only been 15 seconds of this round so far.
Nico able to find Bemis though to make things a little bit better. Carrigan creeping all over the place though. He's going to be finding Nico, and that's not a good prospect here, especially now that Cadian's fallen. Cadian almost got into the site. That would have been pretty awesome. And Heroic can't seem to find that footing whatsoever on this map. I feel like we haven't even seen many retakes. Like
for Heroic. Maybe the numbers bigger than they would otherwise seem. Again, fast play, flashbangs. Taken time for the time being. Put it over the grill by Carrigan, but traded by Nico. 4 versus 2. Maybe there's a third round in this Heroic just yet. Acor and Bemis remain. Acor taking some heat damage, if you will.
I think this has not been many plans here on this side for Heroic. One of the few after plans that they're getting. 4-on-2 situation though. All the nades have been left now on Mousesports, nothing left, so now it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Trying to do a little ninja diffuse through the smoke, but not going to happen. Oh, what? Okay.
Noble efforts. There's one flash. Good from the mid position. But Borup and Strong will deliver. But Bemis and Acor will turn things around. 3-on-3. Made 2 as Bemis is dispatched of. Mousesports want to extend their lead, but Heroic have got to say about that. Landing some headshots with the Glock, but not being finished off just yet. Hold on a second. Rops versus Tesses. Glock versus USP. I need more than one shot from that range, Rops, even if he lands a headshot. But now 79 HP for Tesses. Even that will change. Waiting for the drop. Spots the shadow. Knows where he is. But can he land that fatal connection? No. Much needed pistol goes the way of Heroic and Tesses.
Actually towards A. Easily dealt with. Of course, it is just some deeks.
I don't know why you do. Like, it's one of those things that, like, you're a little bit too cocky, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to spray through the smoke. They're on eco, you have an SMG. Like, if anything, I would even prefer to just run through the smoke with the flash, you know, rather than do that.
Right, yeah, yeah. I feel like Rops and Acor could win this, you know, like, these two guys with the Eagles, it just takes that one kill, a bit of extra position, space to find the plant, pick up a smoke, perhaps.
Oh my god.
That shot and another one coming through from Acor, and this is what we're talking about. Oh, Acor, he's going for another one. He is feeling it, but he's left Rops in a 2 versus 1. 1 versus 2. He doesn't have the time, unfortunately. Had Acor maybe stayed alive.
Yeah, I do wonder between these two teams who this favors now, because Cadian's been prolific in these early rounds on the A-bomb site, on and around the A-bomb site, and indeed, Heroic has been catching up pretty dang quickly. There's another one for Cadian, finally taking some significant damage though. Plenty of sound cues, which allows Mousesports to go up the ramp somewhat cheaply. They know he's fallen back, not how far exactly, but definitely giving him some breathing room. Utility heading up, the rotation coming through for Heroic. Still with a man advantage. And there they plant the bomb. There's a great incendiary to delay. He used to be able to wallbang that spot through those orange boxes, but I think that was removed many moons ago. Another flick from Storn and BMS now, and a 1 versus 3. Worst case, he's got to do some more damage if he can. More smokes are up, and that can invite variance for either side. Limited variance that BMS can take, though. CT starting to swing. Got to get into a trade back situation. There's a nice burst on the first player. Cadian, he's low. 1v1 now as Borup is around that smoke. Not using the bomb just yet, but it's their time to defuse it. I think he's got it. Just about.
Oh man, such a close round. Oh, wow, he gets away.
Yeah, he's falling back. He's able to do so safely, and he might actually get a pick off of this. It's unfortunate, but his teammates are able to capitalize. Cadian on the other angle, and Mousesports maybe regretting that mid push, struggling to gain ground, struggling to really do anything at this point.
I've never seen Cadian look better with the AWP.
I think that this team, and especially Cadian, like, had a breakout year last year. He's been very consistent. He's been like one of the best performers as well on that team. Like, very smart player overall. We'll see if they're going to clear him out. And even Tessus is here at the same time. So it's going to be a very difficult push for Mousesports without any nades. Headshot needs to be in order, but it's not going to happen. Great hold from Heroic. Nice crossfire.
They need to stop losing the early fight for sure. Nico is going to get one for free. Maybe simply better prepared Heroic. They've won every round in this half so far. Bear in mind, they started this half 3-12. Now they're at 10, and Mousesports are no better. And again, Mousesports are losing a lot of men early. They're going down to 4 versus 5 or worse in almost all of these rounds.
And that same tendency we saw with Heroic, losing a lot of members early on their T side. Outcome is the same in terms of the approach. It's a little bit different, but same thing there. I would say that Mousesports is definitely struggling the way that Heroic is of, you know, figuring out rotations from CT side and getting to a point where you actually are in potentially a mad advantage and getting the bomb down. Oh, he spots the barrel.
There we go. Catches ball up on the rotation. Oh my god!
Ouch.
How dare you shoot me through the steel girder?
Smokes you ashore the cross for that plant. Very limited utility here for Heroic. They're going to have to hit some shots. Oh no! Nico finds 2 off that one burst. And that could be horrible here for Frozen and Bemis. Starting to lose ground, starting to lose options and time. And that Molotov only serving to make matters worse here for Bemis. That leaves him with no options, in fact. I don't think he's going to have any time to plant. He's going to try to force the issue. Fakes it. Forces out one. And he has, just enough time to get the plant in here. Bemis could still win this round. Oh, there's the peak. Straight away. Very confident, but Storm will have him and the rounds. Robs the creep through mid. Borup actually... Oh, does he have any idea about this? No, he does not. That's a huge kill. The pressure now on that defense on A is really enormous. So you can see that will split the attention away. Cadian coming across. Worried about Robs, but they can't really worry too much about it. They'll ignore his position for now, understanding that the rotations on that be sights. And that's a great pickup. Cadian keeping the dream alive here for Heroic. Nico holding that flank from mid as well. Robs goes down, and these Orbs are really doing all the work. All the work they need to. Frozen still there, looking to give Mousesports a chance here. Another clutch situation. 10 seconds, really, it's just going to be forced to go for the plant. Is there an angle that Nico can find here in time? Not just yet, but eventually Nico finds it and gets everything that he needs. And Heroic, again, they're winning these clutches.
Really trying to create some space for his team, Carrigan. Dying first, he can now lead the remainder, but can they get any rounds in this half?
He should be traded here, but what he knows. Nice shot from Acor though. 4 on 3. I said it, cast the curve. Might be real here. It's an actual good position to be in here now if you're Mousesports. They have B control here at the same time. Heroic rotating over to mid and A.
2 rounds behind now. Cadian trying to isolate a fight, but Acor's in trade frag position. It's in pre-fire from Cadian. Bait's not taken just yet. Bemis facing the wrong way now, going around the corner. Finally, Mousesports get their opening round in the second half, and it's almost over.
So true. Exchange once again on a ramp. Carrigan, once again, loves to be the guy that goes in first. Loves to get the action started, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Taking down Cadian, creates a lot of space all the way on the site. Doesn't care about Tessus, leaves them in his wake. Sitting there at the top of the A ramp, still causing problems as Tessus, but Carrigan can swing round to deal with him, surely. And that's exactly what will happen. Nice shot from Storm, but so much to do here. Has to get the ace.
Yeah, it's not great for Mousesports either, but they could really do with taking the SORP away. So many places he could be there. There we go. And they could pick up that AWP as well for Acor because... that's not too shabby a start, but they definitely don't want to lose 2 weapons here. One must be careful. Here come the steps. There's the flash. Frozen with the continuation spray. Can't see much of anything. Acor's got to get out of there. Join the team. Keep the weapons away from the opponent. Just a 1 now in Cadian with the USP. They're about to concede match points. What a situation.
It's all after
this game going. Keep their chances going in this series. Of course, if you are just joining us, Mousesports, they had a great game of train when they got to the CT side, of course. But
step has been made though. Nico, oh god, he's still going to get deleted. Carrigan creating space, trying to pull rotation over. Some HEs towards the side as well. That's a meaty one for Tesses. 3.5 men remaining for Heroic, and it's just Carrigan they have information on.
I can't believe he's allowed to do that again, even on timing as well. And Carrigan, he's gonna get his third! Oh my god! That's a flashback from Cadium. Want to do a mid-round take there, loses the entry, needs to take the A-Ram back, throws the flashbang, but Carrigan's great position. Sure, it's a team effort, maybe, but I mean, honestly, Carrigan wins this map in favor of Mousesports. The last 3 rounds that they need, all in the hands of Carrigan.
That's absolutely fantastic from Mousesports and Carrigan. He's pretty happy with himself, and how could he not be? Exceptional plays from Carrigan on the A bomb site. Talk about entries.